What's up, PFL normal yell thing?
Yeah. All right. Can we get that again?
No, I will never do that
No, you don't want
again.
to do that. I still might include it. We're back. Guess who's back? Inside the PFL, season 11, week 3. Thank God. I'm Jim. I'm joined, as always, by Mike.
I'm here too, guys.
There he is.
Week 2 happened. You guys just didn't hear about it. We talked about it
Yeah.
for 2 hours.
Inside the PFL week 2 was so great. We had a guest star. We had everything.
We had a guest star.
Yeah. Jack was there too, and I was disappointed as I would go to do the editing process on Sunday. It just was just me talking to myself. Jack wasn't there. Mike wasn't there, and it was a big mess. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna upload half a conversation. So.
But here we are. It's week 3, I think. Yeah, we're on week 3.
Yep. Well,
almost week 4.
Technically, we're recording this on...
week 3.
Yeah.
Inside the PFL is just riddled with glitches right now.
We'll get there though. With time, I swear. I was away all week. I was in Long Island doing I was at my girlfriend's mom's wedding, so I had no access to my computer. I've only, I think, listened to these battles in the car ride, but we could do it. I know this battle because I was a part of it. So let's just hop right in.
Because it was yours.
Because it was mine. Yeah, so I'm just gonna hit the play button and let's just talk about
get right into
some
it.
things going on. For the majority of this battle, this is me versus Hunter. I felt like I sort of had the momentum. That turn 1 when he tricked, I had no idea he was gonna trick. And it wasn't me being big brain going out of Diancie being like, oh, I have a Megastone, I can't get tricked. It was, oh, I think I'm about to take an overheat or something, or
overheat. Oh yeah.
And Diancie's the best thing to take it, but it ended up better because I got
AV
my
Hoopa.
Yeah, AV Hoopa takes
Hoopa
ridiculous
everything.
Yeah, I was actually shocked. I mean, Hoopa's base special defense is 150 or something, maybe 160. I don't know.
This just must have been the week of assault vesting big special defense boys.
Yep.
that mirror coat.
Yeah, so that was some tech that I had. I specifically had it so I could take a Volt Switch from Rotom, and then I could counter anything that came in to deal with my low tick, like Obama Snow or...
Wait a second. So if he hit Volt Switch and you hit mirror coat, does it hit the Rotom or whatever switches in?
I think it hits whatever switches in.
Oh, that's such big brain.
I'm pretty sure. But basically, this match just consisted of Porygon Z clicking Tri Attack and working.
Yeah, because he had nothing to stop it, really. You got rid of Cobalion and Hoopa, and from that point, you just go.
And I was...
oh, wait, no, that Hoopa is not Ghost.
Yeah, oh, no, that's the Ghost Hoopa. Hoopa Unbound is...
That is the Ghost
dark.
Hoopa, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so Hoopa and Cobalion were both gone, so Tri Attack could kind of reign supreme. Interesting,
there we go.
He was spexed and not scarfed. I thought he was going to be scarfed.
Right?
So then I was playing around, oh, something else might be scarfed. He might be, who knows, Scarf Cobalion or whatever. I get the freeze on the Tri Attack, and you never click Tri Attack and expect a freeze. The battle was pretty even, I think, until that happened.
I don't know, because, even with that freeze, what was he going to do? Maybe get rid of P2, and then you just get rid of the rest of his mons with, Vikavolt and Scizor.
Yeah. Yeah, it was more of a morale booster for me than it did actually affect the gameplay. It was only one turn of freeze, and it just sort of let P2 get an extra kill, move higher in the top of the King of the Kill chart. I think he got 4 this week alone.
It's a lot of kills.
And then I knew that Vikavolt could 1v1 Zygarde no matter what it wanted to do and just kill it with an HP Ice. So relatively short game. Not much to say about it. Porygon 2 just clicked a button and it sort of worked.
Yeah, that was a very cut and try battle. There was minus Assault Vest 2, but there was nothing crazy about it.
Yeah. Sure.
But you won, which is all that counts and moves you up.
I did win, and now I'm at 3-0. And that
there
was
you go.
Plus...
Are you the only one left?
No, Kyle's still 3-0 as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that might be it. It might just be the two of us. But we'll get there when we talk about the standings. Let's move into the next battle.
But we'll get there.
And battle number 2, we got Draculantern versus Dylan No Pancakes. I think I only listened to this battle.
So... I watched this battle live, and I don't remember it like vividly. I just remember it's a roller coaster of emotions.
Oh, it sounded like that. I think I
remember this
looked at
being
the
a
screen.
roller coaster.
Yeah, I looked at the screen like at the very end, and I think it was like 1 mon left or something like that. Like, Steelix proved to be a big issue for Dylan and Quagsire. It was just a lot of walls. I'm pretty sure this battle takes like forever.
Hey, we're good.
I forgot about that part.
I didn't even hear it, so you're good.
Oh, you didn't hear it. Great. I heard it loud in my ears.
I like how I straight just told Dylan his team is cancer to start this.
Tapu Koko, Mega Beedrill, Quagsire, like... I think that it's sort of disappointing that Kaparaja doesn't have like a steel spikes. Like, it's only its max move that does it. You know, like the entry hazards.
Oh yeah, you're right. I had to think about that for a second.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool.
Sitting there going, man, Dylan doesn't solve this rocks, and that's what screws with this Beedrill.
Yep.
You see Mega Beedrill, you just get rocks out instantly.
Basically, and his only defogger, correct me if I'm wrong, is Girder. I don't know if Tapu Koko gets defog.
I feel like Coco does.
Of course.
I'm not running it, but I feel like he does.
It's a busted Pokemon, so it has to get all of the moves. Sylveon doesn't want to be in there. This is basically what happens, I think, the entire battle. Is their walls just sort of trade and putz around each other. And
oh no, body press. That's what it was. Because I remember being tilted that Steelix got body press. Because I was like, he doesn't need body press.
He definitely doesn't, but it's, it definitely helps him with base 200 defense or whatever he's got. But yeah,
I hate how stupid Quagsire looks.
I love Quagsire. I think he's simultaneously one of the best and worst design mons.
I could agree. I mean, for a mon that has Unaware, his derpy ass face makes him look unaware.
It's perfect. I'd rather have Unaware Quagsire than an Unaware Clefable, 100% of the time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they're both for two different things.
Yeah.
God, this is just nothing happening quickly.
Exactly. Yeah. I remember it being on like turn maybe 30 before a mon died, because this is it.
That's right, because it went from no mons die to like all of the mons are dead within a short amount of turns.
Yeah, and this might be the problem here, is that Dylan sort of blinks, and he switches Quagsire out for Beedrill, takes a set of rock damage, and body slam Sylveon tech too, which is kind of crazy.
Love it. Yeah, no, you're right. Dylan blinked because he wanted something to happen, and that might have just cost him the game. I mean, he wasn't going to do much anyway, so he kind of had to move, but he just didn't know where he could move to.
Because if you're Dylan in that position, you can't switch into Girder, you can't switch into Crook. Even Kaparaja's, I believe, almost dead at this point.
Yeah, I feel like he just didn't have a real good answer to Drek's walls, and then Steelix comes in here, gets the taunts off, and once you taunt Quagsire, he's pretty much dead in the water.
Definitely. And and he didn't even click Poison Jab when he brought in the Beedrill. He clicked U-turn. He thought that he might switch. He was playing a little ahead of himself, but nope, Drak just stayed in and kept doing the Sylveon thing.
Which is crazy too, because if I was Drak, I would be looking at that Beedrill going, it has no HP because of those rocks. I'm not letting it leave here.
Yeah, and
no, this is.
If you see that too, he got the Sticky Web up, and Dylan sacked Beedrill for absolutely almost no reason for free webs, and that's just that's an extra punch in the gut.
If you want to make a team based around Mega Beedrill doing stuff, you need to make a team based on getting rid of the stuff that stops Mega Beedrill, rocks, webs, stuff like that. Like, you need multiple spinners and defoggers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And
it's just entry hazard for him.
Your best defogger can't be a 60-point fighting type that gets bodied by everything else on the team. Yeah,
that gets just stopped by Sylveon.
Yep. Although Drak does opt to let Sylveon go, and at this point, even though we're talking about how Dylan was wasting Mega Beedrill, it's 5-2. You know, like he has,
Yeah.
even with the hazards, even with the paralyze, like he has the momentum. But Drac ends up getting up the substitute with Inteleon, and I'm pretty sure that's pretty much all she wrote.
Snipe Shot ignores Pokemon abilities, doesn't it?
It ignores. I don't think it ignores abilities. I think it's just a 50% chance to crit.
See, I've been told two different things. Hunter told me it ignores abilities, and that would make sense why he hit Snipe Shot on Quagsire, because it's that whole you don't burn a Gutsmon that can have it. Like, I wouldn't hit a water type move on Quagsire. So now I gotta Google it.
Sure. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that Dylan was most likely running unaware Quagsire.
Okay, so it's kind of both right. Snipe Shot deals damage and has increased crit, and it's unaffected by moves and ability effects that draw in moves like Follow Me and Storm Drain.
Oh, interesting.
So
but Water Absorb doesn't draw in a move, though. It just absorb, like, it's not like a Lightning Rod or something like that, right?
A move which draws in, it ignores abilities like Water Absorb and Storm Drain that would otherwise cause it to miss, like Follow Me, like Storm Drain, an ability that draws in and absorbs any water type text. So I think just the wording miss is wrong, but pretty much Snipe Shot's just going off.
Yeah.
It's just hitting you is what's about to happen. That's crazy.
That's a pretty good move. Honestly, all of the moves of the Gen 8 starters, the Pyro Ball, the Snipe Shot, and the Drum Beating, all of them are pretty good.
Oh yeah, that guaranteed speed down. Let's go.
Even though Grassy Glide came out, and now, why would you ever run Drum Beating? But nice little plus.
In the end of this game, Drac did what he had to do.
Yeah.
He did what he had to do. He had to whittle down Dylan's team of cancer walls and just find his opening, and that's what he did. He did not blink.
Yep.
And he kept going at it.
Definitely. Drac played really well, got the webs up, got the sub up, and then there was nothing that Dylan could do except watch his Mons get shot down by Inteleon.
He got a para on Kuparaja, but I don't know if it would have made that much of a difference because you're resisting the steel move, so maybe the IQ breaks the sub.
That's hilarious that a paralyzed Kaparaja with sticky webs probably has like 10 speed. Like that's what he was working with at some point. Like that's probably the slowest mon out there.
Oh boy, that gyro ball's hurting though.
For sure. Alrighty, moving on.
Right along here.
And we are in versus. We're in with James versus Lebo. Now, anything you want to say about this match before it starts? I see Lunatone.
I love both of these battlers, except I hate James and I love Lebo's team names. Or Mon names. Always
the Always Sunny? Oh. It is gorgeous.
I don't want to think about how much damage that Pyro Ball can do in the sun. That's a lot of damage.
Oh god. You're right. Yeah, James has got all the starter team. With Empoleon, Cinderace, Charizard, and he has Rillaboom too, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't have Rillaboom, I think. Thomas does.
That Gigalith taking 18% from the explosion.
Mario called it in chat. He's like, "Yo, explosion's coming."
Yeah. I think knockoff Mega Audino, while it's like it doesn't seem like it's that common, it's actually pretty dope. Like it makes it have a little bit more utility than it otherwise would. It already has. It's already all utility, but
knockoff's one of those moves where like you don't even need it to be stabbed because the effect of just knocking off their item is normally amazing.
Yeah. Something that surprised me actually is how much straight damage Life Orb Delmise does to things. Like it destroyed Pelipper with a Poltergeist.
I'm gonna hit you with some quick Delmise facts because I almost drafted this boy until James sniped it. He is nothing to mess with.
Yeah.
His base stats we're on Cerebi, not Smogan. So much scrolling. He's got 131 base attack.
Yeah.
That's nothing to shake a stick at.
Absolutely
with a nice 100 defense to back it up.
131's higher than like Machamp. Machamp's base 130, I think.
Machamp's got 4 arms. Delmise doesn't even have a single arm.
Delmise just has a steering wheel. Some vines. Just drives over your face. What is the cutter? Oh, Roserade doesn't have an Always Sunny nickname. What is this?
Oh, wow, yeah.
You
I
know
didn't
what that
even
means?
notice.
That means that Lebo substituted him on with an Always Sunny nickname for Roserade and
Yeah,
forgot to
like
nickname it.
late.
Ugh, overheating the sun.
I also like how ballsy James is that he has Megazard and then he brings Dry Skin Toxicroak.
Yeah, honestly,
Oh, because he's going up against Poliper. That's big brain. I
yeah.
can dig that.
This match entirely is Weather Wars. I mean, Lebo brought
It
both
really is.
Drizzle and Sandstream, and then James has Sun. So I'm pretty sure Lebo's game plan was just, all right, like I had Megazard last season. I don't want it to get Sun up and start destroying me.
Yeah. No, I think you're right, and I think Lebo has brought both his weather setters all 3 weeks.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Although, you know, like Pelipper's always running Drizzle. Gigalith can run Sturdy. And it's still like
That's
a really
true.
good ability. You know, you get Rocks Up,
That's
you get Toxic, you got Body Press. Gigalith a little more three-dimensional than Pelipper is.
I can agree with that. I love it. I love this is just a match of just two great battlers going at it.
Yeah. What Supersonic Sky Strike from the Excadrill? What is that? Is that
Think
Aerial
it's
Ace?
acrobatic? Let me see.
Excadrill gets Acrobat. Oh, it is Aerial Ace.
Oh, it is Aerial. You're right. We see in one turn.
I wonder what the heck that was for, because you could run like Steelium Z and it would do the same thing. Maybe he just wanted to hit stuff for neutral damage. I don't know.
Probably. I actually forget if James won this. No, he doesn't. That's right. It was banded. That's why he lost.
Yeah, Roserade lives it, and Lebo gets a nice little +2. It was a very high intensity game. Things were dying left and right. Rocks were up on both sides. There was no real clerical work because Audino got lit up.
It got bodied by Overheat.
Yeah. Explosion Lunatone. It was good stuff. That's what you like to see. You know,
was,
just a balls to the wall offense match.
I love watching James battle and Lebo too. The two of them, they're always. It's not a boring match.
Yeah. So I wonder why Lebo not neglected to bring, but Dracovish. There was no Dracovish here. No fish.
Maybe Dracovish was the mon to get subbed out late.
Potentially. Maybe he thought that...
because Dry Skin Toxicroak stops Dracovish dead in its fucking tracks.
Okay. Well, that's definitely why
it'll-
James brought it.
It'll die to Outrage, but like if that's banned to Dracovish and you can get it locked into some Vicious Wrens, you're getting free
Yeah.
turns of doing stuff.
You gotta switch out. Toxicroak sets up like a sub, a nasty plot. You're getting vacuum waved. It's no fun for you. And we see here that the swap to Roserade definitely helped because it lived the Sucker Punch and was able to close out the game.
Yes, it was a very good edit. Risky though.
Yeah. You know, you sort of want to bring all your 200s if you can, but I think it was a good choice. It worked out.
Worked out for him.
All right.
Brought the double steal.
Moving on.
Moving
Oh boy.
Ooh, we got Bobby versus Dave.
Yes, and Bobby has look at Galarian Slowbro's sprite right here.
Right? Right.
Silly. I don't think I've ever seen it from the back, and that's still like a black and white sprite or something. So
Can we talk about how Rob's team is like monotone and Electivire? Like it has like some kind of color scheme, but it's just like pink and gray, and then Electivire's there.
Yeah, and it's funny too because Rob doesn't have a whole lot of types on this team. Like
No.
he doesn't have a grass type, no fire type, no water type, no
His team is just
dark
like
type.
it's scary, but it's also underwhelming.
Yeah.
Looking at it.
I mean, I think
But
that
I mean-
Electivire is kind of an underwhelming mon anyway, and it's probably the same goes for Galarian Slowbro. We haven't seen enough of it, but
I just don't think you've seen Electivire do dirty things yet, because I have.
haven't.
I fear Electivire.
base 95
One motor
speed,
drive. and
nothing to
it's
scoff
going.
at, for sure. All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about some things happening. Is this going to be like, was this week 1 where Rob just like hits buttons with Aerodactyl? Nope.
No, he left quick because we thought the same thing.
Yeah. Hitmonchan luckily doesn't get burned off that Scald.
Oh yeah, Bobby loves playing those gambles. He never thinks of it, I don't think, or he just doesn't care.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's your one of, I believe, probably 3 physical attack
Oblivious
moves.
immune to taunt.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
right.
Oblivious to taunt, Licky Licky Thunderbolts Tornadus for 80% of its damage. That is an offensive Licky
Oh,
Licky.
it's Specs.
That's
That's straight up Specs.
is it Specs Licky Licky?
Oh yeah.
Dude, this is why I wanted
Cena-
Rob to win. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
yeah.
That's awesome.
I have complaints with what Bobby just did right there. He shouldn't have left.
With leaving?
Yeah, he shouldn't have left. He should have hit
I-
soft boiled, and then he should have hit calm mind again because Magnezone wouldn't have been able to break the 50% barrier,
Yeah.
and he could have set up Clefable to sweep his whole team.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he was thinking, just in case of a crit, or, I want to save Clefable for potentially Greninja.
We're talking about
or...
a dude who switches physical mons into Scald Burns.
And he did just get burned for it. For doing the
Yep.
exact same thing that we had just mentioned. A lot of immunities going on, too. The Gastrodon immune to Thunderbolt, Bayonet immune to Drain Punch. It is choice
There goes-
specs. That's crazy.
Oh, I wasn't lying. Look at why did he hit Shadow Sneak there? Like Dave is just playing weird this season.
Yeah, the Shadow Sneak,
Nope.
he could have thought
He doesn't
something
hit
else was coming in.
D-Bond.
Does he hit D-Bond here, or does he just die? He just dies. Interesting.
Guys, like the whole time we're just like, what's happening? Maybe he just got sick of listening to us bitch about how shitty D-Bond is to deal
Yeah.
with.
The whole point of drafting Mega Bayonet is to click D-Bond and then get a
Is
+1 lead over your opponent.
Yeah.
Like exactly in situations like that when Bayonet can't recover anything, there's no passive recovery, there's no nothing. You click D-Bond and you take something down with you. But he just ended up just dying.
I think Bobby finally just goes for it here.
Yeah, the Moonblast, all you need to do is just 1% to that Magnezone. Like, stop taking the Flash Cannon damage. This is Gunk Shot? Yeah. There it goes.
Oh, it's a shot.
Yup, that'll do it. That is
And
definitely...
it's gone.
That's an OU set right there if I've ever seen it.
Oh yeah. That Greninja is putting in some work for him,
For sure.
I will say.
Greninja,
Good Z captain.
really, really good Mon.
Every team move is Protean. I love it.
Yep. Look,
Or stab rather.
shiny Galarian
Shiny
Slowbro. Orange. That's awesome.
What's Shell Side Arm do?
Uh,
A shit ton of damage?
maybe?
Let's find out. To the internet.
Truthfully, I don't know. I don't even know what type it is. Oh, you know what? It's like Psyshock.
Oh, is it? And he is psychic, and
Psychic
he's
and
not
poison.
water. Yeah, that's what it is.
So I think it might be a poison type Psyshock, and it affects the opponent's lowest defense. Or not Psyshock, excuse me. Psyshock doesn't do that.
Oh, it's even better than that. It's not Moongeist Beam. It's whatever move ignores. It figures out what your defense and special is,
Yeah.
and does more damage based on that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if your special is higher, it's physical. If your physical is higher, it's special.
There's other moves like that. Is that Photon Geyser that does that?
It's Photon Geyser, yes.
Okay. It's like only
It's Necroz.
one Pokemon gets that move, so.
Poor Hitmonchan here. It put
Does
in
get
so
the
much
para.
work last week.
Hitmonchan's pretty good fighting type. The 110 base special defense with an Assault Vest, and priority with Iron Fist, and Rapid Spin.
If I recall
Very-
correctly, I think Tornadus gets one move off like this whole match because it's just parried and it keeps getting parried. It gets one Hurricane off, if I
Yeah.
recall.
It got it on Hitmonchan and it did like 35% or something like that.
Yeah.
Something not crazy.
Bobby just didn't have a good answer for Tangela at a
sure.
certain point, and I remember that.
That's the battle of the 40s right there with Hitmonchan and Tangela, and both of them are very good. Actually, is Hitmonchan a 60? I don't know.
Hitmonchan, I think that moved up to 60, yes.
Okay, that makes sense. It's worth 60 IMO.
I agree.
A Scald.
Yeah,
No burn.
this is where I get mad.
See, what I don't get is what you're clicking Ice Fang because you think Tornadus comes in. Oh no, you're banded
think
probably.
He's got to be banded. That's what. Oh, so sad right there.
Is he? I'm gonna go back in the chat and I'm gonna check it out.
Oh, he's banded.
Yeah, he just used Ice Fang.
It's like
5 times
it's
in
the
a row.
Weavile thing. You don't need to put another item on him.
Yeah. you're right. You're base 130. You're already fast enough. You know, if I'm gonna put something on Aerodactyl, it's gonna be probably a band, or maybe a focus sash, or booties even. That's probably it.
Gastrodon out here getting kills.
For real. And that's just
Gastrodon, everybody.
that's 3 at the very
Coming
end.
for you on the king of the kill.
Yeah. With a +4, that's one of the bigger wins of the week.
Yeah, and that doesn't feel good coming how it's in my division. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need Dave as competition.
When do you have to fight him next?
No. I don't know. I think I'm on bye week after I battle Mitch this week.
Gotcha.
So I got some time. I got some prep time. But it was a good game overall. I think Bobby made some weird choices with the Clefable, but like looking back on it, Greninja would have been able to just beat down it anyway.
Yeah, even if Clefable's boosting its special defense, the physical gunk shot Z-move is just going to tear right through it anyway.
He just didn't have a good answer to get around Tangela and Gastrodon, which is a hilarious cheap defensive core.
Yeah, Tangela really, really good for 40.
Oh, yeah.
Eviolite, I mean, you're already, you know, you're only putting Assault Vest on Tangrowth anyway. So,
Oh, no, I ran Rocky Helmet Tangrowth.
Oh, that's true. That's kind of...
And leftovers. They all work.
Yeah. But you get that boost on Tangela, plus the defensive boost, and its stats are still pretty solid, so...
Yeah, it's not like you want Tangela and Tangrowth to kill things. You want them to be annoying. Get some Leech Seeds, some Toxics.
Little Regenerator action.
Eat,
I think Dave did it well.
Yes, he did. He got the nice win.
And he got a great win. Cool beans. Moving
Cool
on to
beans.
Mario versus Mitch.
I love it. Mario shitting on Mitch. Just pooping on him. If I remember right, Zizzagoon, not Zizzagoon, Obstagoon just does work this game.
Does he?
Oh, yeah.
What I listened to Inside the PFL, or not Inside the PFL. We were Inside the PFL. I listened to the broadcast this week, and I heard a lot of talk about Obstagoon and Darmanitan, and how they have the same speed stat. They're both base 95.
Oh yeah, that happened. Mario lived and died. That's right.
Yep.
It's coming back to me now.
So let's get into it.
Back to me.
Live and die by the speed tie, boys. Also, I remember this being a very interesting Blastoise set. It's got Fake Out, Rapid Spin, Ice Beam, and a fourth move that I cannot remember.
This whole match, we're all just waiting for Blastoise to hit Shell Smash.
Yeah.
And it never comes.
I think that the Rapid Spin was pretty strange. A really weird choice.
I think he wanted to get above something.
Faster than maybe Obstagoon or even Nidoqueen, maybe?
Maybe, I don't know. He just wanted to get above something. It's like it had to be it.
For sure. I just think if you're setting up, you know, you click Shell Smash or you bring Shell Smash. And even if you don't, in the back, there's still Volcanion. And Volcanion walls Blastoise. Like, straight up, you're not getting past
I'm sorry, are you saying good things about Volcanion right now?
Anyway, so Obstagoon and Darmanitan are out here. And they both have 95 speed. And, you see Obstruct come out. I don't know if Obstruct is a priority move or not.
It's Protect.
Is it just Protect?
It's Protect, but it lowers their defense.
Okay.
I remember being really mad at Mario this whole game because he thought Lando was Scarfed, and I told him that if Lando was Scarfed, Mitch wouldn't have left every single chance he got to leave.
Yeah. It was a good Obstruct, though, because he protects a superpower, and we saw that, you know, he did live and die by the speed tie. He was able to facade the Darmanitan, and here's another thing that sort of comes into play that Mario was talking about is Gooey on Goodra.
Gooey is amazing. Yeah, I love Gooey. It saved his life right there.
For sure. If your opponent doesn't have any good grass-type threats that you want to boost off of, then Gooey is, you know, a really, really good ability for Goodra to have.
This whole match is just double switches because Mario is so afraid that Lando is Scarfed. Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, my match I lost because I thought there was a Scarf somewhere that it wasn't, so I can understand his trepidation, but, like, I don't think about shit like that with Mitch because he's an idiot.
Yeah. And right there, too, you see that he sets up a nasty plot with Rotom because he takes a Focus Blast. And I don't know why he
Yeah,
expected Nidoqueen to maybe leave, but he just gets Ice Beamed for his trouble.
and then dies.
And then the momentum just shifts entirely in Mario's favor. Although
Yeah,
there's been two
and
Focus Blasts that have been thrown this game from both, one from each side, and both of them hit, which boggles my
three.
mind.
One missed earlier.
One did
Nidoqueen
miss earlier?
missed. Yeah, yeah.
I don't run that move.
Choppleberry.
That move is unbelievable. Oh, I sort
Oh,
of.
the Shookaberry. I'm sorry, Shookaberry. That's what happened.
Yeah,
Mario Shookaberried the EQ
and
because there was a point where me and Joe, because Mario knew his build, so me and Joe were talking, and we're just like, oh, this might still actually go in Mitch's favor, and then the berry procs, and we're like, ooh,
you're like,
nice.
oh man, like yeah, and that'll, the minus half damage from super effective moves berries, those clutch games. They really do.
They do. Unless you're the person who puts it on a mon who's like 4 times weak to ice, expecting it to help you.
Yeah,
It's not gonna.
I have two examples. My first example is I was versus Jack Season 9, and I ran Choppleberry on a Heatran so I could take a high jump kick from Mega Metacham. I still couldn't take a high jump kick from Mega Metacham. I was max invested, and it still didn't work, and I was like, alright, well, whatever. And we see actually,
Well, I mean,
Jack himself also brings one of those berries, which we will get into. Is that next? That is the question. Let me check that out.
Find out next time on Inside the PFL.
We are back with Murphy versus you, Mike. This is your battle.
Versus me. It is my battle. I'm gonna try and not sound too salty because Murphy made some really good plays, and it was a good battle. It's just you can't be happy looking at your loss again.
Which side are you on? Are you the side with Mega Gallade, Miltank,
I'm
Togekiss? Oh, that's
Oh, no,
not your team? Oh.
It looks like my team. No, that looks like Murphy's team. That was my team last season, and it's because I drafted Murphy's team on purpose.
I gotcha. Well, you can explain more about this battle than me because we did it again.
Oh boy, I forgot what my nicknames were. Weed Vial.
The two drugs.
The para there. It was set.
Again, I only really listened to it, so you had the full experience. So tell me what you thought about this battle.
Oh yes, I remember getting real mad about that para. That's for sure. Wet dog smell. I remember looking at his team in Team Builder, going, okay, I have an answer for Nidoking, but I really don't.
Is that T-Punch for Togekiss?
That T-Punch was exactly for Togekiss and Suicune. It was for both of them.
Yeah.
It was for a switch, is what it was. It was so I can bait.
Gotcha. So now these two watery boys just staring each other down, and one of you has to leave because nothing's gonna happen. They do the same thing, basically.
They do the exact same thing.
Well, Vaporeon wishes, and Suicune just sort of sits there.
That's true. One's a cleric. One could sweep.
Yeah, but Vaporeon's still way
Wish and drugs back up so good.
Way less.
I agree.
Than Suicune.
Oof. He gets mad here because I use his set. Miltank versus not Miltank.
That's my Drud set, SMH. Oh, look at this. Not Miltank. The red card. And you love the red card.
I love red card, and it's fucked me 2 weeks in a row because it sent me into Nidoking poor Mons twice.
Yeah, you did just bring out Nidoking, give Murphy all the momentum.
This is it. Right here. He switches out here with Nidoking, making me think it's not Scarf, because if it was, it stays in against...
Yeah. That's very confusing. But you're also... Are you Scarfed? No, you just Iron-Headed and Earthquaked.
No. Yeah, I'm Life Orbed.
Life Orb.
I was gonna ban myself this week, but the ban is on Weavile. And then he brings Nidoking out, and now he hits Earth Power, and that's where I lost the game there.
That's some four-dimensional brain shit that Murphy just did.
Yeah. He did something that won him the game. He tricked me into thinking I knew where his Scarf was, and I needed a Low and Dugtrio.
For sure. And there's absolutely no way that you made the wrong call. I think Murphy was just like, oh yeah, I forgot Nidoking is Scarfed. I do outspeed. Or you know what he could have done? He could have scouted for Dugtrio if he was Scarfed. And then as soon as he figured out he wasn't Scarfed, because you used Iron Head and Earthquake, then he's like, okay, it's safe to bring in Nidoking and do the thing.
I agree. This next turn is also a crazy Murphy play. Murphy brought full HP, full special defense, assault
Oh,
vested Togekiss.
oh, oh, it's
Eats the
50%.
overheat
That's +2.
on a nasty. Yeah, right? I was tilted after that
I
because I was
wonder
like,
what
okay,
kind of
well, this is
roll
going to
that is
die.
too.
Not a good one.
Because if that's a high roll, miraculously, that thing lives 2+2 overheats, which is
Yep,
absurd.
which is gross.
Uh,
Uh,
but at this point, Murphy's got Mega Gallade. He's faster than
yeah.
all of your Mons. There was a couple things in there that you're like, what the hell? Like Togekiss living and then the Nidoking Scarf shenanigans. I think that's sort of what did you.
Yeah. It is exactly what did me, and I did not expect either of those two kits. I actually expected Scarf Togekiss and Life Orb Nidoking.
Yeah, I didn't even know Gallade
But you
got
live and you
triple
learn.
axle.
Neither did I. I was surprised, and then I was more surprised that I almost killed Gallade with rough skin damage. Rocky
Yeah.
Helm rough skin.
Yeah, that's 3/8 of its health, I believe, or
Just
maybe
gone.
it's an eighth. Rocky Helmet does an eighth damage, right?
It's Rocky Helm plus rough skin, so it's just
Oh.
losing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He did more damage to me or to himself than he did to me.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That is true.
It's just he hid his scarf really well. I'll learn for the next time we battle.
Yeah. And you know what? I wouldn't expect to Scarf Nidoking either. I
would.
always
I've
think
brought
Life
that
Orb.
up almost every time somebody's battling Nidoking. I'm like, watch out. Scarf Nidoking's a problem.
Yeah. And you're losing power, but you're not losing a crazy amount of power if you opt for the Scarf versus Life Orb, because it still has Sheer Force.
That's what I'm saying. It still gets the sheer force boost. So scarfing it, what's it, base like 80, 90? Whatever it is, you scarf it, it's going faster than your opponent. It's funny too because in the beginning of this match, I messaged Joe. I was like, should I scarf the trio? I'll do it. But you live and you learn.
Yep.
Murphy got the win.
And you'll know better for next time.
I'll know better for next time.
Sitting in front of a skater boy right here. Alrighty.
Said, see you later, boy.
You did the triple axle.
He did the kickflip.
Yeah, that's pretty dope, actually. I sort of like that nickname a lot. Let's move on to Bickmith versus Jack. Oh man.
Actually, I don't remember the outcome of this game. I do remember the outcome of this game. Pyroar doing work.
Yeah.
That's
sometimes
the
the
outcome of this game
40s just pop off.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Specs Pyroar, Manus has talked about it a lot. It's good.
Yeah. I believe this is a longer game as well. So
I think so.
I'm just going to sort of get into it. Love Shiny Northern.
Me
I'm pretty
too.
sure the beginning is just a double U-turn as well. Yep. There it is.
This game was us trying to figure out what was Zora Arc and what wasn't, because we were like, here it is. Guys, this one's Zora Arc, and then it wasn't Zora Arc.
I don't think we ever found out.
I don't think so. I don't think the match went long enough.
Yeah.
I think he won before.
Losing Celesteela early right there. I believe
Yeah.
was that a critical hit knockoff? Yeah, the knockoff was crit and it did 65 damage to Celesteela, and then Fire Punch was just able to take it out. So right off the bat, Bick is losing his King of the Kill. Front runner.
If I'm under 6 turns and I already took out the opponent's Celesteela, I'm feeling good about this game.
Yeah, right there you
Until
see.
all of it happens.
Yeah, right there you see Jack go for the Zen headbutt. I'm actually.
It's because he probably thought Rotom was coming
Go
and
quick a sec.
didn't want the didn't want the immunity to happen,
And that might be another
It's
4D
scary.
play on Bick's side. He might have been like,
Yeah.
he might think I'm going to Rotom. I won't, and then I'll just kill him with Specs Pyro, or I'll live a Zen Headbutt, and what have you.
Sometimes you just got to hit what's in front of you.
Yeah. And +2 Hurricane only doing 50% to regular Rotom.
Normal ass Rotom.
Yeah, no, that is a normal ass Rotom.
And then Excel Rock,
Yep.
and it's gone. We knew that was coming.
I team built with Jack, and he was debating whether to run Charty Berry or Heavy Duty Boots. And I was like, if you can get rid of the hazards, then Charty Berry. If you can't, then Boots. And it didn't even matter at all.
Every single Mon left on this team could take out Scizor. I remember watching. Because I remember we were talking about it, except for Lycanroc, we're like, wow, everything has Fire Blast or Flamethrower.
Lycanroc might get Fire Fang. I think it does.
Probably does. You know what? Now that you're thinking about it, I wouldn't be surprised if it got one of the Fang moves.
But I mean, it's still not priority and still dies to Bullet Punch. So.
And it's gone.
Yep.
This is just Bick doing Bick things.
Yeah, and we never find out what Zoroark was. Ever.
Because it doesn't even come out.
You know, I mean, it was Pyroar that died. But in the very beginning of the game, Pyroar was out as well.
So
Sally Stage Play is the name of the Pyroar.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the names get copied too.
Does Illusion... Hold on.
It would be broken if the names didn't get copied.
Yeah,
because then that's all you'd have to pay.
The names do. But let me check.
Are you telling me that when it was Muck versus Pyroar, it wasn't Muck versus Pyroar? It was Muck versus
Zoroark. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't think so, because in the chat it says that on turn 4, when Pyroar first comes out, it still says Unnerve.
I think it copies everything. Like, I think it's supposed to make you think. I don't know, though. Do you know what it was disguised as?
No, but I think Showdown lets you do it differently. It lets you choose which Mon to disguise that. But usually, I'm pretty sure it's the Mon in the 6th slot of your party, or the furthest down.
Be the Mon in the 6th slot. You're right. It's supposed to be the Mon in the 6th slot, but like that wouldn't be fair in our games because of how we see the team prep thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. This is true. If it does happen to copy Unnerve, then it could have been Zoroark. Only Bick knows.
Amazing.
Bick, if you're watching this, tell us if it was out. Did you put Zoroark on the field? We have to know.
Yeah, I'm curious. We need to know.
Alrighty. And with that, we will leave. Bick gets the +2. Zoroark and Noivern in the back, putting in work. And
flying around.
Yeah, we're moving on to Tristan versus Thomas.
Oh boy, this is Tom.
Yeah, Thomas.
No, you're right. Tristan and Thomas.
This time I'm right.
This is me getting real mad at Thomas the game, as every week. It's just because I'm related to him, so I expect so much better.
Yo, I didn't realize that Tristan had Thunderous.
Yeah, he has not the Volt Absorb one. He has the other one.
Oh god, the Prankster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Prankster T-Wave, Prankster Tailwind.
Prankster Tailwind, bro.
All right. So, looking at this matchup, he's got the Regigigas too, and the Ice Cube. Yeah. Oh my God, Tristan's team is so funny.
Tristan's team is so weird and so good. Like, look at how fast that is.
Yeah.
Minus Swampert and Regigigas. Like, his team is fast.
Yeah, and you know,
which is the opposite of Tristan, by the way. Sorry to cut you off.
No, yeah. It's funny because Ice Cube, I think, is a very underrated Pokemon. I think that being able to take a hit and potentially revenge kill something, like a physical hit anyway, is really good. It's sort of like a Focus Sash or like a better disguise almost.
Ice Cube has that problem where like it takes me a couple of seasons to figure out how the new mons work out, so like I just never looked at Ice Cube.
Yeah. I think I did, but I think that for 100 points, like, I probably just wouldn't draft it anyway. Like, it's sort of gimmicky, but like it might come up clutch.
I'm fairly sure that Tristan has brought Scarf Buzzwole at least twice, and the Scarf has been knocked off of it before it went off each time.
I think you're right, because I think that happened week 1. Look at Shiny Cursula. This is a game that I don't believe I've seen. So I'm
No,
watching. I'm watching it for the first time.
this is the start of me getting mad at Thomas because first of all, Reggie Kickass almost starts to go off here.
Wow. I mean, how many turns? It's the slow start count,
Is 5.
and Parrish is 3.
I mean, Thomas does get it crippled, but the two of them, I'm fairly sure, just let them both die here. And I was just like, no, Thomas lets it die here, and I didn't understand why.
Yeah, I think Parrish Body's a really cool ability, but like, you have to blink. You have to switch
Yeah.
out.
Like, why lose Crusola that fast? And then I'm fairly sure that he just makes really dumb calls.
Yeah. The Hone Claws Mega Aerodactyl is really, really cool, although it can't do anything to water ground types.
Yeah. Go straight. I would have went straight into Rillaboom without letting Aerodactyl take that kind of damage.
Yeah.
Aerodactyl's not a mon that you're like, okay, he took some damage, he can come back later. It's like,
Yeah,
no, he took some damage.
He'll just take a Scald, potentially get burned, and then die to rocks later in the game. No. You get that man out of there.
Yeah,
That is a
especially when
win
you
con.
know you're already toxic on Rillaboom.
Yeah.
You're going to resist the Scald.
And on top of that, you look at Buzzwole across the field, and you're like, Buzzwole does everything to all of my mons. Like, I need an answer for it, and that's Mega Aerodactyl. And
Megadactyl solves it quick.
it'll tear through.
Or even if he
Heatran.
kept Ursula alive, he could have just crippled it.
Yep.
Look at the Thunder. What was that for? Oh, Megadactyl.
On the Thunder on Thunderous?
I love this play. No, there was a Thunder on Regikickass.
Oh.
Oh, I thought maybe that was in a random battle. I thought this was the double flash fire.
Oh, okay.
There's either a battle this week or I just did one where both people flash fired each other, and I was like, interesting.
You're like,
what the hell?
Wow. Yeah, now everybody's supercharged.
Yeah.
I'm sort of interested that...
Here it is. Flash fire.
Nope.
Nope, he leaves.
Just the one. Can Flashfire even stack twice?
No, as in Typhlosion hits Heatran with Flamethrower, and I'm fairly sure at some point Heatran claps back with Flamethrower.
Well, we did just see Regigigas actually net the kill on Aerodactyl with Thunder.
Yes,
which
that's why he brought it.
Instead of Thunder Punch or something 100% accurate, you opt for Thunder, and you click it on Heatran, and Mega Aerodactyl just happens to waltz in the way, and somehow the stars aligned, and it just sort of worked. Oh wait,
here it is. Flash fire.
All right, everybody's
Flash fire.
everybody's supercharged out here, and I assume. Oh man.
I think they both blink. Nope. Yeah.
What
Tristan doesn't blink. Thomas is gonna blink.
Yeah, Thomas blinked with. He blinked with Heatran. He blinked and Aerodactyl died. He blinked again with Heatran and Rillaboom died. And arguably at this point, Heatran's the least important of your mons. Focus Blast.
No, I disagree. Heatran can solve Typhlosion because it gets Earth Power.
Yeah.
Nah, I messaged Joe after this. I was like, and Thomas lost again because he played like a dingus. But you're not there in the heat of the moment too, so you don't know what was going through his head. But
That's
like,
true.
you baited the Buzzwole twice into going for the Heatran. So like at that point, I'd expect the opponent to hit Drain Punch. Probably would have went into Rabambi. Just small things.
Yeah.
But that's all hindsight. And again, you're not there, so it's hard to make those calls.
Exactly. It could have been something entirely that we're not even talking about that we just have no idea. But a modest +2.
With both his starters alive.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Typhlosion doesn't have his flame in his 3D animated sprite.
He does for me. It's on his neck.
Yeah, he does. But I think in the official, like, X and Y, Sun and Moon, I don't think he does.
Fairly sure he does. While you're moving it along, I'll see if I can't find that out.
Alright, yeah, we will move it along. Because I'm pretty sure that might be added. That might have been added to make Typhlosion look less stupid than he did before.
You want to know the XY sprite?
Yeah, I mean XY, Sun and Moon, and Sword and Shield are all the same because Game Freak is lazy, but...
Oh my god, you're right. In X and Y, he doesn't have it.
Yeah, and as you continue downward, right, it's not there.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that Showdown added this fire on a Typhlosion's deck.
that's crazy. I mean, I always wondered how Showdown got away with doing this stuff when Nintendo loves to give cease and desist letters. So
I honestly, I don't know. I don't know how Showdown stays up. I mean, I guess it's free advertising for Pokemon, but there has to be some sort of deal worked out. Regardless, we're gonna move on
moving right along
to the
to
last.
another game where I got mad at the person for losing because I think he played weird. But again, not there.
Yeah.
Don't know what was going through his head.
All right. And if I only heard of that last one, I haven't even grazed this one. I have not looked at it at all. I know I'll be better versed on them. I'll be better versed on the battles next week, but
I'm gonna be straight. I check the Discord for this at least once to twice a day.
Yeah, and this is the potential to have Kyle, his undefeated streak broken. Oh my God, Rising Voltage, Pincurchin.
Just murdering Aggron.
Dude, that's 140 base time plus stab. Oh my God, is that 210?
Manus out here tracing Regenerator like a boss.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. And he gets the burn off.
Teleports. Like,
yeah.
Manus plays really well in the beginning. I think it's Conkeldurr that he throws away for no reason here. I think I get mad at him for just tossing Conkeldurr to the rocks.
I mean, Conkeldurr, it did its job, though. I mean, you look at the opposing team, and it's
right here. No. Watch it. Just watch what Manus does here. It makes no sense. Substitute
knockoff. Oh, instead of leaving.
He probably didn't want Gengar to be behind a sub and get the free nasty plot, because then, like, bad things happen.
Yeah.
But I feel like P2 has taken at least one of those hits.
For sure. I mean, you know what? I can't hate on this because Gengar behind a sub or at +2, it might have been the very thing that like could have completely unwound Manny's team.
You're right, but that's the point where I would have blinked.
Yeah. I guess he really just he didn't care about Conkeldurr staying alive. And, okay, you know what? He does have Shadow Ball on the Porygon as well. I was going to say, like, maybe he doesn't hit Gengar on Porygon, but he does.
No. It just straight walls him. It's heat of the moment stuff that you don't think of, I guess.
Yeah. And another thing, too, is that he had the option, instead of sitting there dying with Conkeldurr, he could have went into Grimmsnarl and potentially set up a light screen.
Yeah, got the prankster screens off.
And then Porygon has a better position to sort of beat that Gengar, or force it out.
Gets beat by the electric drain. Like, he just doesn't...
Good read on the Toxic right there.
Manus is just... He hits Toxic and Rest while the electric drain's out.
Yep. Toxic does something, though. You can status, you just can't sleep.
No, it failed.
Toxic.
Thank you.
Toxic
failed. The opposing Toxic failed. You failed because of the...
No, it failed because Porygon was already burned.
Oh, Gengar hit Toxic.
No, Slowbro hit Toxic.
Oh, that's what I mean. Yeah, okay. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh god, and Hawlucha comes out with the electric seed.
Sorry, there's like an epic thunderstorm happening outside, so I heard the lightning and stopped paying attention for a hot second.
You're good. It's just Hawlucha doing Hawlucha things.
Which, this is another thing, Manus throws away a bunch of mons to Hawlucha.
The bulk up probably saved his life, but... Oh, you know what?
It does save his life.
Wow. That's surprising.
Manus threw a bunch of mons away when he didn't have to.
Okay, but he was smart enough to not go for the Sucker Punch and just go for the Darkest Lariat. And then he goes for the Sucker Punch the second time. Which, I guess sort of makes sense. As Kyle... I don't know. That was just unlucky, I think. Because when you're in that situation, it's either, I sub on his Sucker Punch, or I sub on his Darkest Lariat, and then we're in a stalemate. But Kyle just
Yeah,
happened
but Kyle,
to click Sludge Bomb.
you know what Kyle doesn't ever do? Blink.
Yeah.
Ever. Kyle will religiously do what he just wants to do. He doesn't care.
Yeah, this game spiraled out of control as soon as Hawlucha hit the field. But
I mean, I'm fairly sure we don't even see Raichu come out to do stupid rising voltage bullshit, but
Yeah.
still.
Cursed Body, that's awesome. The Trace Cursed Body disables Sludge Bomb. Yeah, and then he just gets out of here. And you know what? It looks like Porygon 2 he might be able to do it.
It does, and then
The
I feel like he
crit
just
on
gets
the Tri-Attack. Look at these Tri-Attacks are going off this week.
right.
Rising
Here's the
Voltage.
rising voltage,
Ooh.
and it's just over from
Oh,
this point.
he did Shadow Ball instead of Recover. I would think you'd want to wait out the electric terrain as much as you could.
It did 52.9, so he would have broke
Man.
50% after the burn
Wait a minute. Grimmsnarl's booties. He didn't take any damage from those spikes.
from Snarl's booties.
Darkest Lariat, not enough. Skull.
Manus
and that is the
almost
game.
won. Like,
Yeah.
he just, if he didn't throw Conkeldurr away, like, things like that, he played well, but he played weird, I think. I think it was just a lot of weird plays.
I can agree with that. I think both of them played well. They definitely both had their certain sets of reads. But I think that sort of letting Hawlucha do the thing and not really having an answer for it, didn't help. Because losing the sandcastle, losing the dog, like all of that.
The sandcastle and the dog, yes.
Those Pokemon, the new ones whose names I elude me.
I actually love Bolton. He's fast Luxray with strong jaw, I think.
That's true. He's cool. He just looks dumb. I like his stats.
I
spread,
agree.
though.
Me too. I actually thought about drafting him.
But that does it for this week's games. Let's check
We got
on
Kyle
yeah.
3-0 and Manus 0-3, by the way. Which, sitting in a division with Kyle and Tristan, you don't want to be 0-3.
That scares me. Manny at 0-3, being the battler that he is that just proves how crazy that division is.
I might say it now, but I don't expect to see Manus in the playoffs. Being 0-3 and that scary of a division, he needs to go off, and it's hard. He's got the most uphill battle ahead of him.
Yep. Hey, Drac did it last season. Manny might be able to do it.
That's true, but
it's
I
not
wouldn't
past
want
the
to
point of no return yet. Not
I
quite.
wouldn't want to have to do it against the Silver Brothers.
Yep. Alrighty. Let's move right along into trades and pickups.
Trades and pickups.
Yeah. Trade watch and pickup report for week 3. There are more trades and pickups this week than
Every week.
I believe
This is the
than every
biggest
week,
trade
yes.
week.
Yep. More this week than any week. Let's start from the top. I guess with me.
Guess it's you.
I guess with me. Okay, so I'm dropping Alolan Persian for Galarian Mr. Mime. And Galarian Mr. Mime happens to be my Z captain now.
You have like screens to deal with in your division? Like what's your without giving it away?
Sure, yeah. I don't mind saying what he's for. He is a freeze dry mon because I don't have anything with freeze dry.
Okay.
He is an Eviolite mon. I don't have anything with Eviolite.
You don't have an Eviolite holder. Okay.
Eviolite. And he is also a Rapid Spin mon because I have no Pokemon with Rapid Spin.
So you're dropping an inconsequential low tier mon for a mon that literally gives you 3 things you need.
Yes.
I can justify that pickup. That's a fair trade pickup.
And while team building, I never found the spot for Alolan Persian. He's supposed to be sort of like fast, bulky support, but like I have the defense of Milotic and Amoonguss, and I always want like another offensive threat or something, and Alolan Persian just like it wasn't there. Like I just didn't need him
on your team. Yeah. I understand that.
So Galarian Mr. Mime. I actually went back and forth in my head a little bit about Mr. Mime versus Mr. Rhyme. And I decided that Galarian Mr. Mime being 100 base speed will just probably do better in draft.
And you know what? Just think about it in the sense where now you have an Evolite holder, so that's. I feel like having an Evolite user frees up an item almost. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's another
Because
thing.
like,
Because then I would have to have like booties on Mr. Rhyme or something.
correct, or like then your leftovers is going somewhere else. So like, good trade pickup.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you. James is going to drop Chestnut, a grass fighting type, for Virizion, another grass fighting type.
I mean, Verizon does have better cell service, so I'm
Yep.
fairly sure he just needs some better service.
Yeah.
No, that's just a very simple grass fighting for grass fighting, but it's a downgrade. I feel isn't
Chestnut is a 100 and Virizion is a 60. You're right.
Yeah. So and it even says that James is just sitting at that bonus 40, which knowing James, he will just use later. I bet he's waiting to see like what he wants to upgrade or move.
Yeah.
So I mean, he took an earthquake check and got another earthquake check.
I think sort of what it boils down to for James is he wanted the speed tier. Because you look at his team, he's got Cinderace, Zard Y, and like those are his two fast mons. And you know, Chestnut isn't exactly utilizing grassy terrain as well as I think Virizion probably could.
Okay.
And then Virizion can also like sort of set up and sweep. So
Delmise gets Grassy Glide.
yeah, he does.
You're in 30 base attack.
We haven't seen it yet, I don't think.
It's coming, boys.
It's absolutely coming. The Bulu Delmise combo with the Grassy Glide, Choice Band Grassy Glide from a Delmise. Oof.
Manny dropping 3 of his mons. Wow.
Yeah.
Man drops Manaphy, Zygarde 10, and Alone Executor to pick up Latias, Primarina, and Crustle. Interesting. Manus loves Latias.
Yeah.
Just absolutely loves him.
Looking at Manny's team, I'm a big proponent of Manaphy. I think Manaphy is like super good. Why can't I find Manny? Oh, there he is. I'm a big proponent for Manaphy, just because I think Manaphy is like Tail Glow, Z-Rain Dance Shenanigans is like.
Yeah, didn't you use it last season?
It carried me season 9. I was bad.
Shit out of me. I need you.
Yeah, I was straight up bad, but Manaphy behind Aurora Veil just literally did the work for me.
Hitting Z Rain Dance, and then you get a Tail Glow, and then everything in front of you dies.
And that's it. But Latias can arguably do more things than Manaphy. It has Healing Wish, Calm Mind. It can, I think it gets Regular Wish too. It can set up. It can Wall Break, and I'm pretty sure.
By the looks of it,
Soul Dew's legal as well.
Too. Yeah, this changes his Z captains. Both his Z captains change because of this.
Yep. Who's his other Z captain? The Zygarde?
Latias and Primarina. So yeah.
I do like Zygarde 10 for Primarina. I like it because he didn't have a fairy type before, and he just changed out a special water type in Manaphy for another special water type in the bonus step.
Don't you tell me that Grimmsnarl's not a fairy.
Oh, you're right. Grimmsnarl is a fairy. I always forget that thing's a fairy type.
I foresee Grimmsnarl leaving Manus' team in the future.
Yeah, I think Grimmsnarl's not great for 160.
It's definitely one of those things where we don't know how to tier those mons, but at the same time, you put Grimmsnarl on a team where he fits, and he gets a lot of really dumb prankster nonsense.
I think just like the Season 10 Champions team. I think Kyle had him last season, right?
We did have him, yeah.
Yep. I think Grimmsnarl, I look at the other 120s, I see Mega Aggron, I see Porygon too, and I'm like, Grimmsnarl's around there.
I could agree with that.
And then lastly, Manny's dropping Alolan Exeggutor for Crustle, which
low tier drop.
Which is awesome because Crustle with booties and Shell Smash is pretty cool.
And I love Primarina Assault Vest builds too. Like you can Scarf Prim, you can Assault Vest. Even if you are ballsy, throw the old specs on there.
For sure.
It ain't the fastest boy, but.
And I think that we were just talking about it. We just finished Manny and Kyle's game. I think this is where Manny's like, all right, we got to make some changes. We got to turn it around. and I think that these 3
Yeah.
pickups will help him do it.
Yeah. And you know what? This isn't like a couple seasons ago where he used all of his pickups early, and me and Joe were scratching our heads going, "What the hell did he just do?"
Yep. Yeah, no, Manny's team's a lot more balanced now, and I think he can do a lot more things because Manaphy, Zygarde, and the Lone Executor, they're all pretty one note, but the 3 mons he picked up can do a whole bunch of stuff.
Ooh. I'm looking at the next drop, and I'm about to rip on Rob really hard.
It's kind of hilarious. Go for it.
Why? So Rob's dropping Galarian Corsola for Gliscor, which Gliscor is like a great mon, but when you're doing ad drops mid-season, you have to look at your division. And I'm not picking up Gliscor when I'm looking at Weavile, Gallade with Ice Punch, and Greninja with everything. Like, Bobby, look at your division, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I might be judging too early. We'll see what Gliscor does for you, but I don't think that was the move.
I agree with that. I think Gliscor on the right team and against the right people is almost unbreakable. It's almost unkillable. Yeah. But
it's a gross mon.
You look at Rob's team. He's got Mantine, Murkrow, and Aerodactyl. It's just a 4th flying type to add.
You know what you can't do to Rob? You cannot Toxic Stall him.
No, you can't.
you guys score Metagross, Galarian Slowbro, and Weezing to just stop the Toxic Stall.
Yeah, Clefable sits there. Gliscor can't get Toxic, or it benefits from Toxic. Metagross can't get Toxic.
Toxic Stall Bobby. Did somebody do that to him? And he's like, "This is why I can never be Toxic Stalled again."
Bobby played a random battle one time, and it was 150 turns of Toxic Stall. And he's like, "Never again."
Never. I actually like the next drop. Hunter was telling me about what he was doing at work, dropping Mega Abomasnow for Mega Absol. I love Mega Absol.
Well,
Magic bounces. Good.
That is my division, and I do think that Mega Absol is better overall than Mega Abomasnow. I'm gonna see what Mega Absol does in the division though. It might help him with me. It'll probably help him versus Dylan. And it could very well help him versus Drax. So, all right, yeah, I think that's a really good pickup. A Mega for a Mega. If Abomasnow's not doing it, you're not feeling Aurora Veil. Like, just spam Sucker Punch. Swords Dance, Sucker Punch, Play Rough, and 4th move.
Knockoff?
Knockoff, yep.
Knockoff.
And you're doing
Never
great.
go wrong with the knockoff.
That's true. If you're struggling for a 4th move, just click Knockoff.
All day.
And lastly, Mario dropping Volbeat for regular Dugtrio.
Dugtrio is so fast. I guess Mario just didn't want to do any prankster stuff anymore. Oh, you know what? He was telling me about this. Without giving too much away, it's just like he likes the Z moves that Dugtrio is going to give him a little bit more.
Oh.
And it just fits a little better on his team.
Yeah, the Z move that's just worse Z parting shot, of course.
Worse Z parting shot, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's fine. I think a Z captain that's Volbeat, you know, I don't know. Volbeat sucks. I like the idea of Volbeat. I like Prankster.
Mario's team.
I like Tail Glow. I like Prankster. But like it's slow. Its base stats are bad. I think Dugtrio can do a lot more. Just Sucker Punch, Earthquake, Memento. You know,
even just,
whatever.
Yeah, just slamming EQs in people's faces.
Yep.
I don't believe you can use Arena Trap though.
Nope. No, Arena Trap's still banned, so you gotta go with Sandforce?
Does he get Sandforce? I know Alolan does.
I think it might just be Sandforce.
Mario can't utilize anyway, but we'll see what he does with it.
Yep. But that does it for trades and pickups. Let's move over to King of the Kill.
King of the Kill.
Oh yeah, let's talk about King of the Kill. I haven't looked at this in a little bit. Let's get all these mons on screen, and oh my goodness, a new number 1.
No, a true number 1, not a new number 1. We haven't had a true number 1 yet.
Yeah. There he is, right at the top. Inteleon.
A solid 8 kills.
We saw it happen this week.
We did.
Inteleon got down on his tower, and he just started blasting. So anyway, I started blasting. And he
Oh,
just snipe
boy.
shotted everything on Dylan's team. I think it might have been like 5 kills.
I'm fairly sure that Drac has just snipe shotted. I think all of his kills are just snipe shot crits. I'm like thinking about it.
Was it the higher crit ratio? Did we agree on that? Is it
Yeah,
50?
yeah. Is he just running scope lens snipe shot and praying?
I think he might be, because that's a great item to throw on Inteleon. With sniper too,
Right.
it does 3 times the
Yeah.
damage.
Does he get sniper too?
Yeah,
That's
it's his
just
hidden
gross.
ability.
Oh my god.
And
I
he's
might
still the worst of
hated
the
on
Galar
Inteleon a little
starters.
too early. That's what I'm saying. I mean, he relies a little bit on RNG, but
Yeah.
like those crits matter.
But there he is, our one true leader at the beginning of week 4. Weavile, of course, sitting up there. Got 1 this week, I believe.
Just one. He's moving up slowly.
Which is
Started
fine.
at 4. Last week you got 1. This week you got 1.
Yep.
And then we got everybody else tied for 3rd.
Volcanion is, I believe, new to the top 5.
Mega Slowbro will never move anywhere. Zero Aura can move. He still exists.
Yep.
So there's some chance for moving around here.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. That's amazing. It goes everybody's tied for 3rd and then straight to 11.
And then straight to the 11th place. With, unfortunately, Jellicent has fallen off.
Yes, he has. You know what that means.
We gotta bring it back.
Bring it back. Mitch, where are you, buddy?
Okay, Porygon Z, I'm looking at my own. Porygon Z is also tied for 4 kills. But not a lot of
11.
representation from my team.
Damn, there is a lot of work going into this. He's
Yeah.
literally tracking every mon. How
Yeah.
how deep does this go? Is it every boy?
Everyone else 0 kills. So it goes to, let me check. It's tied for 65th, but that means
This
that
is
3 to 127.
124 parts.
Yep.
Damn, that's
Kept track
dedication right
of
there.
124 mons. And actually more, because everyone else just has 0. They're just not listed on here.
Dang.
But that's crazy. Good stuff to pick.
Good stuff.
And
I think we could move right along to what's next? Not the
schedule.
conference cup, but yeah, the schedule. That's what I wanted. The schedule.
The schedule. Oh, it's exciting.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it is.
It's a big conference cup week.
Oh man! Wow, it is. Okay, I hadn't even looked at it. I'm fighting Dylan, dude. I'm telling you, I've been so busy. I didn't even know who I was fighting. Right off the bat, Drac versus Hunter.
I think I'm taking Drac.
After watching what Inteleon just did, and although Hunter did just pick up Mega Absol, so I assume we're gonna see it this week. I'm still gonna take Drac, but I'm excited to see what Hunter does with his newish team.
I agree.
Myself versus Dylan. I'm gonna go with myself. Even though I haven't built a team yet, it's only because I don't think I've lost to Dylan in the PFL.
That's
yet.
fair. Dylan's team is pretty cancer,
Yeah.
but if you can just go slower than him, you'll be fine. I think you can pull it out.
If I can go slower, exactly.
His team is just he wants to go slow.
Yeah, I'm terrified of Coco, Alakazam, Beedrill, though. Like that core.
You know, he picked a lot of mons that go with his go slow, like the hide the Beedrill, hide the Alakazam. Like those are very legitimate strats.
Yeah. Like make them forget that I have these.
Yes.
Pokefan versus James. This is contentious.
This is contentious. This is very I don't know. Oh, we missed a battle.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did. We didn't do Pokefan versus Dan.
wait, what? Hold on.
I knew we didn't talk about Pokefan.
It's not in the replays.
Like on the screen that you're showing me right now, just click Pokefan versus Dan.
Oh, it's on the. Okay, it's not in the Discord replays.
Yeah. It's right there.
It's here, but it's not in the. Okay, all right. I guess
So
we
what do
should
we
talk
do?
about this. I'll edit it. I'll edit it out.
No. You let everyone know that we skipped this battle.
Okay, so into Pokefan versus Dan.
The Pokey Dan. We didn't forget about it, we promise.
No, we definitely didn't forget about it. Anyway, so this is another one of the matches that I personally have not seen. Have you
I
seen
remember
it?
it just Mario made. Oh yeah, I watched everything. I did the stream with Joe, and then I just watched all the replays.
Oh, is this on
I just
stream?
remember. I don't remember the outcome. Oh yeah, this was on stream. I
Alrighty.
think everybody but you, Manus and Manus, Tristan, the Silvas, Manus and Thomas were the only ones not on stream.
Gotcha. Well, we'll just play it and get right in there. Mad Women versus the Fuckle.
Don't fuckle with Shuckle, man.
Definitely don't. A neutral play rough does 62%.
A lot. A lot.
Kind of crazy.
Like Shuckle has the most defense.
Is it the highest defense Pokemon?
No. I'm just saying, like, it just has a lot of defense.
But is it?
No, I think Steelix is. I think Mega Steelix is.
Mega Steelix? Right.
Or it might be Defense Deoxys.
Oh, is it? What is Stack Attackas?
Oh, there's stacks too. You're right.
I'll figure it
But
out.
anyways, Dark Samus is a great nickname because it looks straight up like Samus.
Love
Tapu Fine.
I love the nicknames. Both these guys got the
Yep.
nicknames on point. Betty looks exactly like what an Aromatisse's name would be.
I agree. In a cardigan, love it.
Oh yeah.
Look,
So you got Misty Terrain.
Fine.
You got both screens. Oh, now you
Saw
don't.
this coming.
Sorry, fam.
Milo, we talked
wow.
about in the stream. Where, like, he has nothing to lose by hitting defog here.
That was the biggest defog I think we've seen all season.
Yep.
Oh, I
got rid
remember
of
listening
everything.
to this battle though. Okay. I remember this. It's all coming back
Oh,
to me.
man.
Aromatisse puts in a lot of work this game for Pokefan.
It does. It's just so fat and getting in the way.
Right there, hidden power ground, 100% just kills the Salazzle.
And then you have Mamo being
Yep.
annoying.
And he sort of predicted a Scarf, came in, Energy Ball, does some damage
That's
against
probably
whatever,
yeah.
and there goes Dark Samus. Life Orb Dragapult.
That's right.
Interesting.
This is mixed Dragapult, if I recall correctly, and that costs him the game.
Yeah, it does, I think.
This match goes down to the wire.
Bick gets the opportunity to Swords Dance. If you're just going to sit there, oh man. If your best answer to Mega Mawile is a Moonblast from a Tapu Fini in terrain, then...
What's this? And it's gone.
Yeah. Behind Reflect, that Sucker
best
Punch isn't gonna kill Mamo.
Yeah.
This is the "You are my brother, Anakin. I loved you."
No. Hi, Dad.
That's funny. We don't see that often. Pilot's line versus Manus line.
Yeah, hi, Dad, bye, Dad. And this is it right here. It was a quick game, but like it was Dragapult's mixed spread costs him the match here.
Yeah, because this doesn't kill, right? Dragon Darts.
Dragon Darts would have killed.
Did he have 100%? Did Zeraora have 100%?
Yes.
Okay,
but I feel like with the right EVs, if it was a spread kit, if he had full physical EVs, that probably would have been a kill.
Yeah. You know, he very well could have went for the Dragon Darts instead of like the Draco Meteor because he expected it to be maybe sashed.
That too, yeah. Breaks the sash.
But, you know, I don't know what other moves. He had Shadow Ball and Dragon Darts, but you're right. I mean, if you're running a Dragapult, 120 attack, I believe, 100 special, you got to choose one or the other.
I mean, I like the mixed kit. I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying in this specific instance, it might have cost him this game.
Yep, I think so. But a very tight +1. Really good battle, actually. It was pretty...
It was.
I don't want to say it's vanilla. Vanilla sounds in a negative connotation.
No, but it was quick. It was 26 turns. It was high action.
Yeah.
That's what we like to see here in the PFL.
Action. Definitely. And puts Zeraora tied with 11. No. tied for third with 5 kills on the King of the Kill. Which, speaking of which, we're gonna go back because we
Right back.
right
We
back into the
definitely didn't forget
schedule.
about that game. Right back into the schedule.
Yes. And where did we leave off? Pokefan versus
Fan
James.
versus James. That's what made me realize.
Yes, of course. Let's see. I think Pokefan's gonna do it.
I don't think anybody can beat James the first time they play him because they don't know what to expect.
And I think that's very sound logic.
James does some real unorthodox shit that you could only expect if you've played him, and even then you can't really expect it.
Yeah. So that's definitely going to be an interesting game. Hopefully that happens during broadcast because I would love to watch it. I can actually be there for broadcast this week.
Always
So.
being on streams, and James likes to go on stream, so I think that'll work.
Joe, if you're listening, I'm good for broadcast. Dylan, if you're listening, I'm good for broadcast. Anyway, Lebo versus Dan. Lebo scares the shit out of me. I'm going with Lebo.
Lebo. Dan might be a champion. I'm sorry, Dan, but Lebo is. If I see you or Lebo, I'm more scared of Lebo.
Lebo's been on the come up. He's got the double weather, Draco, Excadrill. Oh, God.
I don't want to ever have to prep against double weather. That's just not fun.
No, it's not fun at all. You versus Mitch. I love it. Oh, man.
Picking Mitch.
You're taking Mitch?
It's the only time this season I'm picking Mitch.
Is when he's against you?
Yep.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with you because it sort of evens out, and I don't know. I don't want to be responsible if Mitch pulls one over on you, and I'm like, I told you so.
No, that's straight on me.
For sure.
You can't plan for stupid, man. You just can't.
Rob versus Jack. I gotta go with Jack. I don't.
Bobby's losing my confidence.
Bobby, week 2, if you're listening to this, I want you to know that I had you versus Murphy. I did. I had you versus...
Week 2 Bobby was amazing.
Yeah. I was excited. I was. But this time, I gotta go with Jack. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Murphy versus Kyle. That's a Kyle.
That's Kyle.
That's Kyle. Kyle's 3-0. Kyle's scary. He can take down anything that comes up against him. Yeah.
It's Kyle. Easy Kyle.
Dave versus Tristan.
I think both the Silva brothers sneak the win out. I want both the Silva brothers to sneak the win out because even though it's Conference Cup and I need them to win, I'd rather win the whole thing and draft later.
Yeah. 100%. I think I also agree with that. I think Tristan will sneak the win out over Dave, but I think it'll be a fight. I don't snooze.
Hey man, I don't lose either way here. If Dave wins, I get Conference Cup points. If Tristan wins, Dave moves down in my division.
Yeah. So this is a good battle for you. That's a good matchup.
It really is.
Mario versus Manny. I think Manny made some big changes to his team, and I think he's gonna come out firing. I really do.
Oh yeah, no, I think Mario will throw to him so that Manus doesn't have a lossless or a winless season.
I don't think Manny's gonna have a winless season with 9 weeks of battles.
No, because he has Mario who will just give him the win. Mario would run 0 EVs on all 6 of his mons so Manus can get the win.
This is match fixing. This is unbelievable.
Oh yeah, calling it now, Manus.
That's fun. That's some season 1 type stuff.
Has Mario ever battled Manus in the history of this league? Thinking about it. Oh, he had to because we all used to battle each other before we were this. Okay, because I don't remember them battling in recent times.
Yeah, and last but not least, Bick versus Thomas. This is a.
Bick.
I'm gonna go with Bick, but it's a soft Bick.
Nope.
This is a. I think this could go either way.
Still Bick.
And that about does it for Inside the PFL Season 11 Week 3. I'm glad we finally got this back up and running. It is coming late to you guys. You will get it probably this Monday night. But,
yes.
but
we
it's
will
gonna
be
happen.
earlier. We had more technical difficulties on the PC side.
Yes, but we will hopefully be firing on all cylinders next week. I got a new rig, like 90% there. So
I do have one question for you. Well, two. First of all,
Yes.
if you ever saw Girder in front of you, would you willingly hit Will-O-Wisp?
I gotta say no.
No, you don't burn Girder
Probably
ever.
not.
You don't willingly burn Girder. If you're tricked into it, okay. If it's like the bait and switch, but not when it's
Yeah.
just sitting
Not when
there.
it's in there.
And then
And
also,
yes.
is this the most important week of the season?
Oh
'Cause I
man.
think it is.
Yo, Mike, looking at these matchups, looking at Manny turning things around, there's 6 Conference Cup games, some contentious divisions. I think that week 4 is the most important week of the season.
This is a week that people take off with their divisions, man. There's a lot of
100%.
out of conference games.
This is it. This
is it,
might
boys.
actually be it.
This is the most important week of the season. Come on.
Absolutely. Alrighty, we're gonna get on out of here. We will see you guys next time.
See you later, PFL.
Yep.
Enjoy your week.
Tune into the broadcast Tuesday night, 8 o'clock probably. Sharp. Be there.
Hopefully.
Be there. Be square.
don't.
Or just watch the battles. Or watch this. Or watch both.
You know what? Live your life.
just live your life. Do your best. Alrighty. Peace out.